Good evening. My name is Dennis Toluto, 31-year resident in Rochester Hills. Thank God my kids are grown and gone. I could not imagine dealing with some of the things that the parents are dealing with today. The reason for my appearance is there are plenty of friends and family that have kids in this school system that are near and dear to me. And some of the things that I've read in the public press and in social media just didn't sit right. So I'm compelled to say something, and you're not going to like this at all. The background that I'm bringing forward as a multi-term board member, I've served on boards. I've been a chairman of a board. I had corporate counsel that was rated in the top 10 in the country. So I've been schooled pretty hard in the responsibilities, legally, fiduciary, otherwise. And this is just an abject failure. This is a complete failure of governance and leadership. And I've spent, it's amazing when you start going through the mission. I went through your website, I looked at your policies, I looked at your handbook, and what's really interesting is you've got an open job requisition that you're going to be interviewing people for, and right in your own statement, this is on your website, an individual who has been convicted of a felony involving dishonesty, deceit, fraud, or a breach of the public trust related to an elective office or position of government employment is disqualified from service on the board. And you're going to interview that person? Really? Really? You're disqualified by your own language. So I've been through you should read Michigan Code 380 on education. It's brilliant because what's interesting, every clause in 380, when it talks about certain phrases, certain functions or rights or whatever, it always ends with the consent of their parents and guardians.
30 seconds.
Everything. So let me get to the point where you are really not going to like this. Your directors and officers, there's a president, a vice president, a treasurer, and a secretary, and you have members. And I know one of you for a fact is a lawyer. You've got D&O and E&O insurance that protects you, indemnifies you. However, almost every D&O and E&O policy has exclusionary clauses for criminal acts, intentions, and fraudulent acts, including libel, slander, defamation of character, violating rights of privacy, wrongful eviction, false arrest. You guys have violated your own D&O and E&O, and I hope you get counsel because you're going to need it. When your insurance carrier rejects your D&O and E&O, you become personally liable. You don't have corporate liability. You become personally liable. Shaner, whatever that lawsuit cost you, he should reimburse the district
It's
for
well
that.
beyond time. Thank you.